Italian authorities reportedly intercepted and seized Chinese military drones at the port of Gioia Tauro in southern Italy. The drones were headed to Libya. According to the Times, the seizure took place on June 18, when officials impounded 3 containers packed with the Wing-Lung unmanned aircraft systems. These containers had been unloaded from the MSC Arena, a cargo vessel sailing from China. The shipment, falsely labeled as parts for wind turbines, included 2 control stations alongside the drones. The UAVs were reportedly intended for Benghazi, Libya, to be delivered to General Khalifa Haftar, who controls the eastern part of the country. The operation was reportedly initiated following a tip-off from the United States. The interception and seizure of the drones represent a violation of the United Nations embargo on arms shipments to Libya. This embargo, along with sanctions prohibiting the purchase of Libyan oil, aims to prevent further destabilization of the already fragile political landscape in Libya. Since the fall of longtime dictator Muammar Gaddafi in 2011, Libya has been mired in conflict, with the country effectively divided into eastern and western factions. Each faction has its own administration and armed forces, and both sides have increasingly incorporated drones into their military operations. The containers, now under impoundment, will likely undergo further scrutiny as investigators determine the full extent of the network responsible for this arms shipment. The operation comes 2 months after 2 former United Nations employees in Canada were charged with participating in a conspiracy to sell Chinese-made drones and other military equipment in Libya. Fathi Ben Ahmed Mhouk, 61, and Mahmoud Mohammed El Sawaysiya, 37, were accused of conspiring to acquire Chinese drones for Haftar in exchange for Libyan oil shipments. Canadian police revealed that part of the conspiracy took place during their time at the United Nations, during which their employment provided them with functional diplomatic immunity. Air power has been pivotal in the Libyan conflict, which involves the United Nations recognized Government of National Accord, GNA, and the forces led by Khalifa Haftar's Libyan National Army, LNA. Both factions operate aging French and Soviet-era fighter jets, often in disrepair and inadequately maintained. While manned fighter aircraft have seen action, the predominant role in aerial warfare has been played by unmanned aerial vehicles, UAVs, or drones. In 2020 alone, close to 1,000 airstrikes were carried out using UAVs, leading the UN Special Representative to Libya, Ghassan Salami, at the time to label it the largest drone war in the world. UAVs offer several strategic advantages.